Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Are you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
This is the best pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
Hi, and I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show. And let's see, I guess we're going to talk post Oscars, talk about what we thought.
Yeah, maybe like a month ago?
Yeah.
Monday before the Oscars.
My thing was we can't find our predictions.
We did our Oscar preview show and we did predictions. And we're going to kind of do a recap and talk about... I know you didn't actually watch the ceremony, right?
No.
I did. It seems like it gets longer and longer every year. Yeah, let's go right into it. Best Picture, obviously, is the top honor.
Right.
We had Ford versus Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
Right.
And we picked, even though neither one of us had seen it, just given the reviews based on, based on the reviews and the Golden Globes, looked like 1917 was going to be the favorite.
Right.
But we did also mention that Parasite could be a dark horse because it had just won the Screen Actors Guild for Ensemble. We mentioned this last time. I've seen 4 of the 9. I saw Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, and Marriage Story. I won't ever watch Parasite. Probably not 1917, Little Women, Jojo Rabbit. I probably won't watch any of those. I do want to watch Ford versus Ferrari, though.
Yeah. It didn't give me the impression. I was waiting to go with my son, and he ended up going with his friends. But I don't know. It looked like it was going to be a pretty good movie, but it didn't look like it was going to be the best picture. You know, didn't look like it was going to be mind-blowing.
Right. We ended up predicting 1917, like I said.
Yeah.
I think it's Joker. Of the ones I saw, I thought Joker was the best. I mean, of the 4 that I saw, there were 3 very, very high-quality movies. You know, I really liked Joker, I really liked Marriage Story, and I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Irishman I thought was too long, it was kind of boring, and you had mentioned it before. The actors were kind of old.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they looked like death. You know, it's like Joe Pesci literally looked like he arose from the grave. I mean, he looked terrible.
I thought Al Pacino did a great job. I don't know, but now in thinking about it, I mean, I saw The Irishman. We probably both saw it in, January? So it's been a couple of months. And it's like, how much of it do I really remember? You know, how much of a mark did it make in my mind? And it really didn't. And I think that's kind of a...
Telltale sign.
Yeah, that tells you that's not a Best Picture movie.
Yeah, no.
I actually was expecting a lot more from it.
Now, you saw Parasite.
I did.
In addition to the other 4 that I saw.
Right. And I kind of feel like maybe I was expecting a lot because it won the Academy Award. I saw it after the awards. And yeah, I think that was a good movie too, but I don't think that really blew me away. I think there was a piece of that was not special to me.
Yeah. Okay, so the 5 that you saw, how would you rank them?
You know, I don't know. I gotta say, I like Marriage Story. Parasite was okay. Once Upon a Time. I think The Joker was the one that kind of really sticks out. This is pretty funny. You're gonna laugh. I was thinking about, it's like you could smell his sweat. I mean, that's kind of like the way I felt about that movie. I was like, wow, it really like brought you into that world, and it was a little violent, but I don't know if it was for the story, if it was overly violent. I don't think
I didn't
they
think it was
overdid
overly
it.
violent at all.
So the three I saw, by the way, Joker, Parasite, Hollywood.
You like Parasite better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
I mean, we went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and we really liked it. I really liked it.
I did too.
And I'll watch that movie again.
I remember right when I saw Marriage Story, I actually texted you and told you that was the best picture, and Adam Driver was going to win Best Actor. Because he's at the end of that movie, he is insane. But then, like I said, I watched Joker. I watched Joker again this weekend. I don't know. I just watched it. I've already seen it like probably 10 or 11 times. I mean, I guess we could just get right into the Best Actor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that's a mark. That would be a mark of a Best Picture for me. It's the type of movie that's like a classic that you'll watch over and over again.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Though, you know, some movies. I don't know. How many times have you seen Deer Hunter in your life?
Once.
Once. Yeah.
I own it, but I'm afraid to put it in.
I know. It's kind of like
it's traumatizing.
Right.
You know, I mean, the part when they're under the bridge and they're playing Russian roulette in the water.
Yeah.
You know, that.
It certainly was.
It's memorable. No question, it's memorable.
Right.
I mean, the end is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it made Christopher Walken's career. You know, put him on the A-list map.
Yeah, it was an achievement. That was an achievement in filmmaking and dramatic. I just, even though we don't want to see that one again, but for the most part, you would watch most of the Best Pictures over again.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how many Best Picture movies that's something I want to get into after we go through this.
Yeah, so we were talking about best actor, and I think we both predicted Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, hands down. I mean, it was Antonio Banderas, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix, Jonathan Pryce.
Oh, I did that. That's one I saw. I saw Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
How's that?
He did a tremendous job.
Yeah. Performance of his career, you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty amazing. He's not an A-list actor.
Nope.
And I think him getting the nod, just getting a nomination like that, was like an award. Was like getting an award for him. It was an acknowledgement of the great performance that he did. And I got to say, next to Joaquin Phoenix, that was my favorite performance by an actor.
Well, I mentioned that on our show last week when we were talking about who we thought, our last show we did, about who we thought would win Best Director. And Colin and I kind of both agreed that we thought it should have been Todd Phillips. But at the same time, I said it wasn't going to be him because I feel like him being nominated was the award. Because he'd never done anything really serious before.
Right.
You know, it's like Wedding Crashers, Road Trips, stuff like that. The Hangover. And he really went out on a limb here and proved that he can direct, you know. But yeah, without question, I mean, this is... You know, the funny thing is, I've been watching... I don't know what it is, but like the last month or so, I've been watching a lot of Joaquin Phoenix movies. Like I just watched, when you just get back to me, Return to Paradise again.
Yeah.
That's a performance he wasn't even nominated for. And look at how great he was. You know, I watched Walk the Line, which I still think he should have won Best Actor for over Philip Seymour Hoffman. Same with Gladiator. I still think he should have been out Benicio del Toro for supporting actor.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro was for what?
Traffic.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really in agreement with that. I like Benicio del Toro.
He's a good actor, and it was a good performance, but Joaquin Phoenix stood out as such an evil bastard. You know, I mean, he really was. Like, the part where he's talking about what he did to his wife, what his soldiers did to his wife and kids and stuff like that. That was brutal. And then the other one was The one with him.
The Master?
Yeah, him and Amy Adams and Philip Seymour Hoffman. I didn't see
Yeah.
that. That's what, Paul Thomas Anderson?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't enjoy that much.
No.
To be honest with you, I don't know if I would watch it again, even though I like Paul Thomas Anderson and I do like Joaquin Phoenix.
I never really cared for Philip Seymour Hoffman, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's one of my favorite actors. And
Really?
he's-
Is
Yeah,
up-
he's
is
the
he up
only
there
one.
somewhere?
I was
Oh, yeah,
looking
right there.
back here to see if any of these people had died. He's the only
Is he the only one?
one of the actors here that's died. But yeah, he was definitely one of my favorites.
I mean, I thought he was talented. I didn't like many of the roles that
Yeah.
he had. Like, he wasn't a draw to me. Like, he was good. I don't know if you ever saw Scent of a Woman,
Yeah.
but he's good as like almost like rich, kind of likable schmuck, maybe. I don't know. He wasn't bad. He was good in it, though.
Yeah, he wasn't a super handsome guy, so I don't think he was going to get a lot of leading roles.
leading roles, exactly.
He was great in a lot of those supporting roles that he played, you know.
Yeah, I thought he was really good as the bad guy in Mission Impossible 3.
Oh, that I hadn't seen.
You know, that is definitely like something you wouldn't think of him doing necessarily. You know,
Right.
but I thought he was pretty good at it.
And he won for Capote.
He won for Capote, yeah. And like I said, I still think Joaquin Phoenix might have even been better. I think that was the same year.
What a tough choice, though. To be honest with you, I mean, we've talked about him before. Joaquin Phoenix is one of our favorite actors. I mean, he's the type of guy, his name's on a movie, I'm going to go see it. The same with Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think him getting a lead like that, I want to see it again. I got to see that.
Yeah.
I got to see Capote again. But that's a tough choice between those two guys.
So supporting actor, the nominees were Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Brad Pitt. We both picked Brad Pitt to win. Was it a Lifetime Achievement Award, or do you think he deserved it? Because he did win by supporting actor.
Well, it can go over some of the other ones that we saw there, right? Anthony Hopkins did a great Anthony Hopkins-esque role. It was great. Wasn't Hannibal Lecter, wasn't up there
Right.
to that degree.
I don't think he'll ever top that.
Tom Hanks. I mean, you know, you could give Tom Hanks an award every year, like
Yeah.
Meryl
Meryl
Streep.
Streep, yeah.
He did a tremendous job.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, as
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, he was great.
Al Pacino, like you said, he was pretty good.
I really liked him in that movie. I thought he did a great
Played
job.
Jimmy Hoffa, you know.
But in honesty, you know, Brad Pitt was as good as any of those guys.
I remember when we saw this, I said I thought this was probably going to be his year to win an acting award, because he does have one Oscar previous for producing 12 Years a Slave.
I really like him as an actor, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has another great role left in him. I think. Did you ever see the movie Burn After Reading? It's a Coen Brothers movie.
I haven't. It's got a good cast, though. I know that.
Oh, he plays this idiot,
I've seen the previews. He looks like a freaking moron.
and he's great at it. I mean, it's not even. It's just perfect. He hits the right note with it, which is tremendous. And I think he can do that. I think he did the same thing with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He hit exactly the right note with it. He
Yeah.
didn't give too much, and he didn't give too little.
Yeah.
He created this great character. I think he's somewhat of an underrated actor because he's so handsome. I think sometimes when a guy's really good looking, or probably a woman too, you probably discredit them and go, they're not that
Right.
they're not that good. They're just in there because they're beautiful. But he is a very talented actor.
Well, he's also the prototypical Hollywood superstar. You know, I mean, he's on the
Right.
cover of magazines all the time. You know, had that Barbie doll wife for years. You know. But I did want to go through these next couple kind of quickly because there's a couple things I wanted to bring up that I wanted your opinion on because I was thinking about it last night and I just. All right. Anyways, leading role, actress in a leading role, Cynthia Erivo, Scarlett Johansson, Saoirse Ronan, Charlize Theron, and Renee Zellweger. We both predicted Renee Zellweger for Judy, and she won, playing Judy Garland. I haven't seen any of these films except for Marriage Story,
Yeah,
Scarlett Johansson, and I like Scarlett Johansson a lot.
yeah.
I didn't think she was that great. I don't know if it's because Adam Driver kind of overpowered her, and kind of stole her thunder a lot, but she just seemed like she's kind of whiny.
I thought she was fine.
I mean, I think that's where they were going with it, but I didn't think it was powerful.
Right.
Like I said, I think Adam Driver maybe stole some of her thunder with that. Have you seen any of the other ones?
Let's see. I didn't see Judy. I didn't see.
Richard Jewell. Oh, that's
Nope.
That's supporting actor. Sorry.
Kathy Bates.
Harriet, Marriage Story, Little Women, Bombshell, and Judy.
Nope.
I won't see any of those movies except for Marriage Story. Well, I don't know. I might watch Bombshell, I guess, just because I like Margot Robbie and
Yeah, I think that would
it's
be
got a
worth
decent
watching.
cast.
I'd like to see the Judy movie. I'd like to see. I think it'd be
Little Women?
I think it'd be interesting. Little Women. I don't know. I didn't really have much interest in it.
No.
It's kind of like that story's been done already.
Yeah, like 100 times probably.
You know.
All right, so supporting actress. You got Kathy Bates, Laura. Okay, I'll tell you what movies they're in. Kathy Bates in Richard Jewell, Laura Dern, Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson, nominated for lead actress for Marriage Story, nominated for supporting actress for Jojo Rabbit. Florence, is it Pugh?
Florence Pugh.
P-U-G-H? Is that how you would pronounce
I
that?
guess Pugh.
In Little Women, and Margot Robbie in Bombshell. Laura Dern won for Marriage Story. Well deserved.
Yeah.
She was brutal.
Yeah.
She was good. She nailed that part. Definitely a career-making performance for her without question. Not that she's not really the prototypical household name. I mean, she was in, I think, the first Jurassic Park. But other than that, not like a huge. She's not a box office draw. How many times did you want to be like, oh, Laura Dern's in it, I'm gonna go watch that?
Right.
You know, and no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, she's not. I mean, I didn't even know she was still acting.
Yeah, right. That's true. I haven't seen her in a long time.
I haven't seen her in a long time. She
I
looks
think
good.
she's on a TV show.
Oh, is she?
I think.
One
I
of
think
like
that's
the
why.
HBO shows or something
Like that. Yeah. I liked her in. Oh shoot! It's Nicolas Cage. Something about a heart.
A heart?
Crazy. Oh, I can't. It's a. Oh, I'm not gonna remember. It's the one where he has the jacket. He goes, "This jacket is a symbol of my individuality and my commitment."
Oh, you're
to
talking about like
personal freedom."
80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
not Crazy Heart. It's
No, I know the movie you're talking about though. They're both really young.
Yeah.
Wild at Heart.
Wild at Heart. There
Yeah.
you go.
I don't know how I pulled that out.
And she was good. And she was really good in that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like Nicolas Cage's character. They're almost kind of caricature-y. They're really big, broad characters, but they're both big and broad, and they play off each other, which makes that great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a good choice. Kathy Bates is always great, you know.
Oh my God! Every time I think of her, Misery.
Yeah.
Where she puts the boards in between James Caan's ankles, and oh my God, gets me every time.
That was a believable character, right? Well deserved.
She was great in that. They both were. James Caan's a really good actor too. He's another one I think is kind of underrated.
Well, what do you think? You're not curious about Judy Garland, played by Renee Zellweger?
No.
I am. I'm kind of. I don't know. Renee Zellweger kind of fell off the map
She did.
before that movie.
I never really cared for her.
No.
No.
I wasn't really big into her. That's a kind of a good point there. But I saw pictures of her, and she really looked like Judy Garland.
Yeah, she did.
Plus she's Judy Garland was a Hollywood favorite, so I thought the combination of those things, could be really cool.
All right, so the last one we predicted was best director. Yeah, you got some big names here. Martin Scorsese, The Irishman, Todd Phillips, Joker, Sam Mendes, 1917, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho, Parasite. 4 of those are household names. And the one that you never heard of wins. Parasite really cleaned house.
Yeah.
It took screenplay, it took director, picture. Those are 3 of the biggest awards.
I wish I felt better about it. I wish I was really behind it and loved it. And I thought it was a good movie.
And best foreign language film.
See, it shouldn't be nominated for both.
I don't think it should either. I was going to mention that to you.
I think one or the other.
I remember Il Postino was nominated for both for 1 year.
Right.
So is Life is Beautiful. We're nominated for both. And yeah, I don't think you should be eligible in both categories. You know, because it kind of takes away from. I feel like it takes away from the foreign language.
Right.
Because
I feel like if it had won Best Picture, it would have been nice for another one of those
exactly
movies to have won it.
because if you're good enough to be nominated for Best Picture and none of the other foreign language film ones are, you pretty much already know you won Best Foreign Language Film. You know, so
Right.
I don't know.
Right. It's a good point.
But a couple of things I wanted to ask you. I remember in 2004 when Sean Penn won Best Actor for Mystic River. I was like, you know what? Finally, the best living actor without an Oscar finally won his Oscar. I felt the same way the other night or last month when Joaquin Phoenix won. I really truly feel like he was the best living actor that had not won an Oscar yet. Now that he has, who do you think's the best actor now?
Wow.
Living actor now that doesn't have an Oscar?
Wow, we'd have to look at that list, huh?
It's tough. I was going through it in my head, and
shoot.
I just don't know.
We looked at this too. Prior to the we talked about this. We had a show on it, on the best living actors. Wow.
It's tough. I mean, a lot of people think he's overrated, but I mean, Tom Cruise has been nominated for 3 Oscars.
He's due. He'll probably. You know what? He's probably going to win one, and he's got the talent, and he's going to pull it out one of these days. He's going to get the right script, like he did with Born on the 4th of July. He got nominated for that. He didn't win, but he did a great job. He does a great job almost every movie that he's in. But he tends to play kind of a narrow, scope of movies. The other one that he was in, you'll know the name. The one he did with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Collateral.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie. I'm surprised that wasn't nominated. I mean, Jamie Foxx was nominated for supporting actor, but I thought he was great. And that's not a typical Tom Cruise character.
No. And I think that's going to happen to him again. He's a big enough box office name. He's going to get the right script, and he's going to step out of his normal stuff. And he's going to surprise us. I mean, I'm not going to surprise me because I'm telling you, he's got it in him. I think a lot of these big name actors, they're big name actors for a reason because they can hold our attention.
You know, he has 2 Oscars, but one's for directing and one's for Best Picture. But what about Robert Redford?
Yeah.
He doesn't have an acting Oscar.
No.
He's pretty good.
I don't know if he'll do much acting. He tends to.
Yeah, he likes to be behind the camera more.
Yeah.
But we should do an episode just on this because I feel like if we go back through, I know we kind of did, but I mean, I think we should really.
Should we do one episode for actor and actresses?
Yeah.
Or do 2 separate?
Yeah. But the one last thing I wanted to ask: Parasite won Best Picture. The Shape of Water won a couple of years ago. Green Book won last year.
Ooh.
I was just trying to think back in my head. When did the winner for Best Picture? When was the last time it was actually the Best Picture?
Wow. We're going to have to look at that.
You know?
That's a good point, Joey. How do you put that together?
I've heard so many people say Parasite was not the Best Picture. That Joker was the Best Picture. I haven't seen Parasite. I won't see it because it's subtitled. But of the movies, like I said, that I have seen, Joker was hands down the Best Picture. Green Book came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody expected Green Book to win Best Picture last year. You didn't really care for The Shape of Water. I remember you texted me after you watched it. You said it was all right, but it was not Best Picture material.
It's a good movie.
And then, like 2 weeks later, it won the Oscar for Best Picture. And
do you think they're just not making any, big, great films now?
I mean, at the top of my head, the last one I could think of was No Country for Old Men. And that's 2008.
Coen Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Is there one? I mean, I didn't get a chance to go through and look at anything, but I think that's something we should take a look at. Because before that, the last one I could think of was American Beauty. And that's dating.
Another good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down because that's going to be a title, Last Best. And we're probably not going to agree on this because we may end up picking ones we don't agree on. But, okay.
So I think that's a good topic.
Yeah, those are two good topics right there.
Yeah.
The best actors without an Oscar and And the last time there was a really best picture. Because you're right, I saw all those movies. And I don't think Parasite was that fantastic. I didn't think Shape of Water was that fantastic. And I didn't think Green Book was all that special.
Well, like you said, the fact that I've seen Joker so many times already, that kind of puts it in the realm of being a classic. It's like you want to watch it because it was such a great movie.
I'll go one further. Moonlight didn't do that much for me.
I liked Moonlight, but I didn't see any other movies really that year. We are out of time, though, so this has been the Best Pictures this week. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler. These are the ones
you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Here's Johnny.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.